ॐ दक्षिणस्य समारम्भा शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमा अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ता स्मर्या गुरुपरम्परा श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणम् सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। परिज्ञानाश्रम श्रीगुरुशङ्कर परिज्ञानाश्रम शङ्कर सद्गुरु केशववामन कृष्ण पाण्डुरङ्ग आनन्द परिज्ञान गुरु सद्यो जात शङ्कर सद्गुरु गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिहृद्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथम्. So we have completed the 12th verse, that is Stotra, the 12th Vishnusahasranama Stotra. In that we have completed the 12th Stotra and we are going to the 13th Stotra now. And we'll read the 13th Stotra. I'm happy that we are beginning with, the beginning with one Stotra, because normally all this time what used to happen was that it would end with somewhere half of one particular verse, and it would be probably difficult to take up from where we had stopped. So now today, it's good that we are starting with the new verse. That means a new stotra. In the entire 108 stotras that are there in the Vishnusahasranama Stotram, the Anushtup Chandas with these 4 lines contributes one stotra of the 108. So we are now in the 13th stotra. And also, as I told you, each stotra has about 9, 10 or sometimes 11 namas depending upon the length of the nama. So now we will do one thing. We'll take up the 13th verse. Here also, there are a number of words, number of names which are talking not only about the superficial attributes of Lord Vishnu as Ishvara, also a deeper meaning. As I told you, every name in every Sahasranama has got multiple meanings. And there is a Vachyartha which gives a very simple and superficial meaning of that particular Nama. It's okay for people who are doing Upasana, for people who are wanting to connect with Lord Vishnu for the purpose of worship, for the purpose of puja, for the purpose of chanting the Vishnu Sahasranam as a part of their puja, that is okay. But as Vedanta students, we have to learn as to what actually the deeper meaning is. What is the lakshartham of that particular word which is mentioned? So we'll see that each and every nama has got multiple meanings, and each nama has got superficial meanings also, the vacharthas, that is the rudhyarthas. At the same time, they have got also the laksharthas, the deeper meaning. And the lakshartha of every nama usually indicates the Swarupa Lakshanam of Ishvara in the form of Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma or Sat Chit Ananda Atma. That is actually the Lakshartha of every name. So when a Vedanti studies Vishnusahasranama, when a Vedanti, that is a person who has been sufficiently exposed to Vedanta, enjoys and he is able to see how in 1,000 ways Lord Vishnu, who is nothing but Sat Chit Ananda Atma, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma Vishnu, is described in so many ways. That is the beauty of all the Sahasranamas. So let's go to the 13th verse. The 13th verse reads, Rudro Bahushira Babruhu Vishwayonishuchishravaha Amrita Shashvatasthanu Vararoho Mahatapaha. So here the first name comes as Rudra. So you must all be surprised. We chant Rudra. We, the Saraswat, Chitrapur Saraswats are called the Rudradhyayis because regularly we chant Rudra. Lord Shiva being our Ishta Devata, Bhavani Shankara being our Ishta Devata, we regularly chant Rudra every day in the mud, and also we people chant the Rudra every day. Now Rudra stands for Ishvara in the form of Shiva, who is a resolver of the entire universe. But here, Lord Vishnu also is talked about as Rudra because Swarupataya, there is no difference between Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and Lord Rudra because all the three are manifestations of the same Brahman with three different purposes. Srishti Karana is Lord Brahma, Sthiti Karana Lord Vishnu, and Laya Karana Lord Shiva. When we talk in Shiva Sahasranama, Lord Shiva is explained or Lord Shiva is described as the Srishti Sthiti Laya Karaka. When we see Lalita Sahasranama, Devi Lalita is, described as Srishti Sthiti Laya Karini. That is Shri Mata, Shri Mahagragni, Srimat Simhasaneshwari. The first three names themselves talk about Srishti Sthiti Laya Karaka, Laya Karini as Devi Lalita. But here, Lord Vishnu we are studying as Paramatma, as Ishvara. So Lord Vishnu is Srishtikaraka as Brahma, Sthitikaraka as Vishnu, and Layakaraka, the resolving factor, the resolution factor, the resolution ground in the form of Rudra also. Now let's see what is the meaning of Rudra. One thing, there are two meanings. That is, one who causes tears is Rudra. That is, it means Rodayati iti Rudra. Rodayati iti Rudraha. Rodayati means what? Samharakale. At the time of Laya, all the jivas are absorbed back, resolved back into Prakriti. Rodayati jiva prajaha rodayati iti Rudra. That is one meaning. And that also can be taken as, because when Rodayati means what? The one who makes people cry when their bad karmas are given the papa karma phalas. As a karma phala data, it's Rudra who makes me cry also. That is, Rud means sorrow. Okay? Sorrow, that is Rudam dadati iti Rudraha. The one who can make me cry. Why? Because of my own karmas. Lord is not a sadist. Lord or Ishvara, Shiva or Vishnu or you take Ishvara in any form. Ishvara, Lord, is not a sadist. But if my karmas are so gross, then Vishnu in the form of Rudra can give me those karma phalas which can make me really cry every moment. They may be adhyatmika dukkhas, adi bhautika dukkhas, or Adidaivika dukhas. In some way or the other, I have to go through the karma phalas of my actions. Another thing, another name, another meaning for Rudra is that Dukkham Dravayati. Okay? Dukkham Dravayati. Dukkham Dravayati means what? Rudra in the form of Ishvara can also remove my tears, remove my dukkhas when I surrender to Lord Rudra. Rudra here is represented as a manifestation of Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu, being the Sthitikaraka, can be taken as Rudra because at Samhara Kale he takes the Swarupam of Rudra, Rodayati Prajaha iti Rudraha. Then Rudam Dadati iti Rudraha. The one who can, he does not give me dukkha. Lord Vishnu in the form of Rudra can make me go through my own karma phalas, which are a source of dukkha to me. So that is one meaning. And one more thing is what it said is dukkham dravayati. When I surrender to Lord Vishnu, then when I do everything, my worship and everything in the form of karma yoga, dukkham dravayati. My dukkha automatically goes. And ultimately, as mokshadayaka also, in moksha, I find that all my dukkhas are gone. My samsara is gone. Dukkham dravayati iti rudraha. Here, Lord Vishnu is invoked as Rudra. So there's Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra or Maheshwara, they're not separate entities. It is the same consciousness which manifests in three different forms for three different purposes. That's it. So here, Lord Vishnu is invoked as Rudra. So that is the name of, that is the name given, that is the 114th Nama, Rudra. The 115th Nama in the 13th verse is Bahushiraha. Bahushiraha, the one who manifests with multiple heads. Okay? Sahasra Shirsha Purushaha. Purusha Sukta says, this Purusha, this Ishvara, this Lord manifests with thousands of heads. What is the meaning of that? What it means is all the body, mind, sense complexes in this universe, all the body, mind, sense complexes with all their parts are nothing but manifestation of Ishvara. So Sahasrakshi, Sahasrapat, we have seen that. Sahasra Shirsha Purushaha, Sahasrakshi, Sahasrapat. That means what? The thousands of legs, thousands of eyes, thousands of all parts of the body, of thousands of jiva are nothing but the manifestation of Ishvara, manifestation of Vishnu. When this body is walking, who is walking? Ishvara, Lord Vishnu is walking. Ishvara is walking in the form of this body, mind, sense complex. Since nothing is bereft of Ishvara, we may say Anatma, but even Anatma is that which is a manifestation of Ishvara. Therefore, the name and form of Anatma may be Mithya, but that which manifests as thousands of names, thousands of forms, thousands of heads, etc., is nothing but the manifestation of Lord Vishnu. That is why with manifest we say with thousands of heads, thousands of feet, thousands of eyes. Then how can you say this Lord Vishnu is available in my own Hridaya Pundarika? We saw yesterday in the previous session. Hridaya Pundarika Madhye Pundarikaksha. Hridaya Pundarika Madhye Upalabhate iti Pundarikaksha. How can this Vishnu with 1,000 heads and 1,000 legs and hands and eyes can be available in my heart? The same Vishnu is available as consciousness. Sakshi Chaitanya Rupena Hridaya Pundarika Madhye Upalabhate. Iti, that is what we have to understand. So the Anatma is also nothing but Lord Vishnu with just a name and form. Like gold is the substance, a necklace is nothing but gold with a name and form. Correct? It has different kinds of attributes there. It may have spikes, it may have beads, it may have so many designs. All the designs are the name and form, the anatma, but the substance is gold. Similarly, all the legs and hands and everything is nothing but the manifestation of Vishnu. So, next word, that is next nama, 116th name is Babruhu. Babruhu. Here, Babruhu means the one who indwells and supports, the indweller and the supporter. That is Antaryami Rupena, Hriddeshe Tishtati. Sarvabhutanam Hriddeshe Tishtati Ishvaraha. So that is what it is. That is Bibharti Lokan iti. Bhagwan Shankaracharya says. Bibharti means what? He fills up. Bibharti Lokan. Lokan here means all the lokas. Loka can also mean the body, mind, sense complex. Loka has many meanings. Lokyate anubhuyate iti lokaha. A particular realm of experience is also called as loka, the 14 lokas. This human body, the body of a jiva, is also called as lokaha. So, bibharti lokan, lokan bibharti, the one who sustains all the 14 worlds, the one who sustains the body, mind, sense complexes of all the jivas. He is called as the Babruhu. So the one who supports everything. There are some other meanings given, but we have already seen this. Sarva Bhavaha, the one who supports everything, the one who is an adhishtanam of everything, the one who is sustaining everything. Sthiti Karanatvena, sustains everything. So these names, in the last 115 names, we have seen this sustainer or lokan bibharti iti many times before. But there are many words, as I said, talking about the same meaning. Babruhu means bibharti lokan iti babruhu, the sustainer of the entire universe. Then the 117th nama is Vishwayonihi. It occurs again. The same Vishwayonihi occurs again later on, after some time. It appears again. As I said, sometimes the same name is repeated again, but the meaning given by Bhagavan Shankaracharya may be in a little different way, so that punarukti is not there. In a different way, it is explained. So we have already seen Bhuta Yonihi. What is Bhuta Yonihi? Yoni means womb. Bhuta Yonihi means what? The entire world is in the Garbha, the one in the womb. The Ishvara is the womb. Lord Vishnu is the womb from where all the bhutas, that is starting from Panchamahabhutas up till every body, mind, sense complex, the whole universe itself appears. Yonihi also means the cause. He is the cause of the entire universe. Jagat Karanam Vishnu, Jagat Karanam Ishvara. That is why Bhagwan Krishna said that I am Bija Pradaha Garbham Dadhami. In that Prakriti, Maya, which is my Shakti, I am the Bija Pradaha. I am the Bija, Vishwa Bija we saw earlier also. I am the Bija, I am the seed, and Garbham Dadami. That means the whole universe exists in me, that is in Ishvara, as though I'm protecting it in my garbha. Therefore, he is the cause of the entire Jagat. What kind of a cause? Both the Nimitta Karanam and Upadana Karanam. Cause of the universe means what? There are two causes we have already seen, Nimitta Karanam and Upadana Karanam. So he is both the intelligent cause as well as the material cause of the entire universe. And being the material cause and intelligent cause, Lord Vishnu does not change when the universe is formed. Lord Vishnu remains aparinami, does not change. Therefore, Lord Vishnu or Ishvara is called Vivarta Abhinna Nimitta Upadana Karanam. That means this is both the intelligent cause and the material cause, but that which does not undergo any changes. It remains changeless and becomes the Jagat Karanam. Then in the next verse, we are seeing in the next verse, not verse, next name, 118th name, Shuchi Shravaha. Shuchi Shravaha. That means what? The one who can be praised in beautiful names, very, very pleasant names. Aren't all these very pleasant names? When we chant the Vishnusahasranama, it is so pleasant to listen. It is a pleasure to chant. The words are a pleasure to chant. They are very pleasant. So, Lord Vishnu is the one who has very, very pleasing and pleasant names. And for an Upasaka, the very chanting of these names becomes a very, very fulfilling activity. And for a person who has a Vedanta Vichara in the mind, to go deeper into the names, the meaning of the names of Vishnu Sahasranama, the very meaning that is found, the Lakshartha of these names, is also very pleasing to the ears. Very pleasant. The one who has very pleasant names, very, very pleasant names. And Shuchi Shravaha. Shuchi Shravaha means the one who has very pleasant names. And what are those names? They are the purifying names. You know, it is said that Vishnoho Nama Sahasrakam is given as one of the daily activities of a Vaidika. Okay? Swashakha, Veda Swashakha, Gita, Vishnoho Nama Sahasrakam, Rudram cha Purusha Suktam. These five are given to be the important things that one has to chant. It is the, Vachika karma that is advised for a Vaidika. In one's daily this thing, at least if not entire Bhagavad Gita, at least a small part of Bhagavad Gita. Swashakha, Upanishad Swashakha. It may not be the whole Upanishad, but then maybe at least, a paragraph or two. Vishnoho Nama Sahasrakam. Rudram cha Purusham. Purusha Suktam. Rudram cha Purusha Suktam. This is supposed to be the daily life of a Vedika. And all of them are talking about the same thing. And today we don't have enough time to chant everything. One of them we can chant. Why? Because it reminds me of that Lord. Whether I chant Vishnu Sahasranama, listen to Vishnu Sahasranama also if somebody is chanting and mentally chant along with it. Or Rudra, mentally chant the Rudra. Or maybe one chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Any one of these, what is the purpose of this? Chanting any of these, either as a manasika karma or as a vachika karma, can be a very purifying effect. It can purify. What does it purify? Chitta Shuddhi. Chitta Shuddhyartham. Any of these names chanted, it can give me a lot of punya in the form of Chitta Shuddhi. So, Shuchi Shravaha, the one who has very pleasant names, pleasing to the ear, pleasing to the person who chants. And these names are not simply names which we just chant, but if we understand the meaning of these names and chant, it can be very, very purifying. Can be very, very purifying. And it can give me Chitta Shuddhi, purification of the mind. Then the next word, next Nama, 119. Amritaha. Amritaha, the immortal. Vishnu, Lord Vishnu as Ishvara is immortal. What is the meaning of immortal? Nitya Swarupa. The one who is not limited by time. The one who is not limited by time is Nityaha. Trikale api tishtati. All the three times, the past, present, and the future. Nayam bhutva bhavita vanabhuyaha, Lord Krishna said. It's not that Ishvara was not there before, he's there now, and he's not going to be there in future. It is his body which was not there before. This upadhi was not there. It came at a point in time, exists for some time, and disappears. But Amritaha means the one who is immortal. Na vidyate maranam yasya. The one who doesn't have death. Why? Because he's Ajaha also. Ishvara, who's not born, cannot die also. Unlimited by time. That means what? Not limited by time means what? Na jayate, na mriyate. Immortal. All the time it is there. There are no vikaras like birth and death. So it is amritaha. Na vidyate maranam yasya. Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, the one for whom there is no death. Because Lord Vishnu as Ishvara was never born in the first place. Lord Vishnu as Ishvara never goes through any vikaras. Therefore, where is the question of the final vikara of death? There is no question of any vikara. So, this is the essential nature, the Swarupa Lakshanam of Vishnu. Now, we are coming in the next two names are talking about the Swarupa Lakshanam, the 119th which we saw now, and the next 120th Nama is going to, or both of them are going to talk about the Swarupa Lakshanam of Lord Vishnu as Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. If Bhagwan is Ajaha, Amritaha, immortal, then by extension, what is this Lord Vishnu? The next next Nama talks about it. Shashvatasthānuhu. Shashvatah sthanuhu. Shashvata ajo nityah shashvatoyam purana. Sthanuhu. That which never moves. Swarupena na vichalati. The one which does not move away from its, the one who does not move away from his essential nature is Thanu. Another name which we saw in the Upanishads is what? Kutasthaha. Sthanu is also called Kutasthaha. That word also will come. Kutasthaha. Sthanuhu. That means what? The immovable. All the movement takes place in Lord Vishnu. But Lord Vishnu himself is unmovable. Sthanuhu. Kutastaha. Kutastaha or sthanu means like an anvil. You know, in the smithy, like whether it's a goldsmith or a ironsmith, there is something called as an anvil which does not move. And all the movement takes place by the hammer and the metal on the top of this anvil. The movementless anvil supports the movement of whatever has to be shaped. Similarly, sthanuhu means movementless. Tishtati, without any movement, without any swarupena, from the swarupa of it, there is no movement at all. And what else? Shashvata. That which is never born, that which never dies, that which never undergoes any vikara, it is Shashvata. Ajo Nityaha Shashvatoyam Puranaha. Lord Krishna said this as the Atma Swarupam. Do you remember chapter 2 of Bhagavad Gita? Najayate Mriyateva. These two names are the same which we saw. Ajaha, Nityaha is Amritaha, immortal. Shashvataha, Sthanu is the one who is movementless. There is no movement in it. At the same time, it is Shashvataha. Remains as it is. Remains as it is. There's no question of any change from its Swarupa, remains as it is. Then the next name comes, that is the 112th Nama comes. Vararohaha. Vara Arohaha. Vararohaha. What is the meaning of Aroha? When you climb something, it is Aroha. You climb a flight of stairs, it is Aroha. You climb and mount a horse, it is Aroha. And when you climb a horse and sit on that, you become an Arudha. Correct? You may climb an elephant, that is Aroha. Okay, forget about all those things. We climb a bus with some 3-4 steps, or a train, or a plane, but after our journey is over, our Roha has to happen. Correct? We come down. We have to travel down. Aroha does not mean we stay back there. Even in music, when we sing a raga, there is Arohana, Avarohana. All the notes of that particular rag, we ascend. Step by step by step, we ascend. But then just ascending is not enough. We have to descend also. So every aroha, every climbing up is associated with avarohana also, coming down also. But here, vara arohaha here means Lord Vishnu or Ishvara is that dhama, okay, or that particular thing or that particular padam, climbing which or going to which there is no coming back again. There is no avarohana. There is only arohana. That is why Bhagwan Krishna in the 15th chapter said, Yadgatva nanivartante tadhama paramam mama. Yadgatva, having reached me. What is the meaning of having reached me? Having understood yourself as none other than me, Swarupataya, nani vartante, there's no question of coming back as a jiva again. I have found myself to be that Atma Swarupa, Brahma Swarupa, there's no question of coming back again with another body. Yadgatva nani vartante tadhama paramam mama. Again in the 8th chapter, Bhagwan Krishna says, Yam prapya na nivartante. Yam prapya. Idam sthanam prapya. Sthanam is there's no sthanam as such. Understanding me as yourself. Seeing me as none other than yourself for a jnani bhakta. He says that Yam prapya, having attained me, the moksha swarupa atma aham, the siddha atma aham, na nivartante. There is no question of coming. Therefore, vararoha means that aroha or that climbing or that reaching from where there is no descent again. A descentless ascent, you can say that. Vara aroha means a descentless ascent. I am going up. Up means what? In my spiritual ladder, I can say moksha is the highest purushartha. It means that I have understood that moksha is my nitya swarupa. I am the siddha atma. That is moksha, understanding this. And when I understand this, I see the jiva ishvara abheda. And that is the highest parakashta, paragati, where I can ascend to as a jiva. There is no coming back. There is no avarohanam. Therefore, he is called as vararoha. There are, of course, so many other aspects also given. There are so many other meanings also given. I don't want to say too many things because then it should not be a confusion. So that ascent or that establishment or attaining or abiding in that Ishvara, Atma Swarupa Ishvara, There's no question of coming back. Otherwise, every ascent is sure to descend. Everything that goes up has to come down. Correct? It can't keep on going up. So that is what is the meaning of Vararoha. Then the 122nd Nama is Mahatapaha. Mahatapaha. The one with all knowledge. Here, though tapaha means discipline, Ishvara does not need any discipline, isn't it? We need tapas in the form of shama, dama, uparama. We need that. As a sadhana chatushtaya sampatti acquisition, we need discipline. As a karma yogi, I need discipline. As an upasana yogi, jnana yogi, I need discipline. Shamadhi shatka sampatti is nothing but discipline. But Ishvara does not need discipline because he has achieved everything. There's nothing left for Ishvara to achieve. Samarthaha, that samarthyam, that so 6 bhagas are there. So what is the meaning of Mahatapaha here? Tapas also means knowledge. The one with the highest knowledge. That is why in Taittiriya Upanishad, it says in the Brahmanandavalli, Taittiriya Upanishad says that Brahman, that Ishvara, with the Jnanamayam Tapaha created this entire universe. Okay? Sa tapotapyata, sa tapastaptva, idam sarvam asrijat. That means what? Jnanamayam tapaha yasya. Another Upanishad says, Bhagavan's tapas is Jnanamaya tapas. What is the meaning of Jnanamayam? All knowledge that is required to create a universe. In the beginning, at the time of creation, Bhagavan, Ishvara has to remember the previous creation, the previous karmas of all the jivas. What kind of a creation should be created now? Where should all the jivas be, put in which lokas to go through the particular karma phalas? So, in keeping with the previous creation, what should be the new creation like as a continuation of the previous creation? For this, what is needed? Jnanam. Samagra Jnanam. That's why one of the bhagas of Ishvara is Samagra Jnanam. So, Samagra Jnanam. So, the very repository, the very knowledge itself is Ishvara. Vishnu as Ishvara. Mahatapaha means the one who manifests with nothing other than all the knowledge. That's why it's called Mahatapaha. All the knowledge. Can we boast of I have all the knowledge? Can anyone of say I know everything? No. Again, some words will come in the next verse also. Sarvajnaha, Sarvavit. The all-knower, generally, specifically. The one who knows everything. The knowledge that is required for the creation of a universe. The knowledge that is required to run a universe, support a universe, the knowledge that is required when and how to resolve the universe. This great repository of Samagra Jnanam, Vishnu, Ishvara being that repository of Samagra Jnanam is called as Mahatapaha. Other meanings are given. Let us remember this. That is enough. Mahatapaha here, he does not need to do any discipline for anything. There's no question of improvement or attainment for Lord Vishnu as Ishvara. Mahatapaha means all the knowledge, Samagra Jnanam, that is required in Srishti, Sthiti, Laya, and also as Karma Phala Data. What kind of a computer it must be? like it must be like a server with, you know, millions and gigabytes of information, knowledge. So that is Ishvara. So this is, Mahatapaha, the one who is in the form of all knowledge. And for Ishvara, Jnanamayam Tapaha. Ishvara's tapas, Lord Vishnu's tapas, is nothing but Jnanamayam. Recalling, recollecting all that knowledge which made the previous universe, which now the coming universe has to be in accordance with that, as a continuation of that, so that that kind of an organizing skill that as an organizer of the universe Lord has is because of the great knowledge. That's why he's called as Mahatapaha. Now next we go to the 14th verse. The 14th verse says, Sarvagah Sarvavidbhanuhu Vishwakseno Janardanaha Vedo Vedavidavyango Vedango Vedavidkavihi. I hope all of you are keeping a Vishnusahasranama book in front of you, because small books are also available, very small books also. You don't have to buy any Bhashya book or anything. Just a Vishnu Sahasranama Vali which is there, just to keep in touch with which verse is going on, which word is going on, so that your study becomes more meaningful rather than just listening. So the 14th verse says, the first Nama is Sarvagaha. Sarvagaha. This Lord Vishnu is who? He is a Sarvagaha. Being the subtlest of the subtle, being Ajaha, Nityaha, Shashvataha, being the very Jagat Karanaha, Sthiti Karanaha, Laya Karanaha, Lord Vishnu is Sarvagaha, all pervading. What is the meaning of all pervading? Jagat Karanatvena Vyapakatvat, Vyaptatvat Sarvatra. Sarvatra Vyaptatvat. Karanatvena, as Jagat Karanam, Lord Vishnu, as the cause of the entire universe, both the intelligent cause and the material cause, is pervading every product, every karyam. This whole universe, all the millions of names and forms are nothing but the karyam of Lord Vishnu. And Lord Vishnu Karanatvena, he is Vyaptatvat, Sarvatra Vyaptatvat, he is called as Sarvagaha. Sarvagaha, all pervading. We can also say that Sarvagataha. Sarvagataha, Sarvagaha means the same. That means there is no spatial limitation for Lord Vishnu. We saw earlier Nityaha, isn't it? We saw that there is no kind of a Amritaha we saw just now. The one who is immortal, the one who is constant, the one who is not limited by time. It's the Swarupa Lakshanam of Lord Vishnu, Lakshartha. Now Sarvagaha. Sarvagaha means Sarvagataha. No spatial limitation. So Desha Kala Aparichinna Brahma. Aparichinna means unlimited, not limited by time, space. Therefore, he is Amritaha, he is Sarvagataha, not limited by space. He is Antahascha Bahiccha, available as Sakshi Chaitanya Atma within every body, mind, sense complex Upadhi, outside available as the very Sat Swarupam of the entire manifest and unmanifest universe. 124th Nama is Sarvavid Bhanuhu. Sarvavid and Bhanuhu. What is the meaning of Sarvavid? The knower of everything, he knows everything. He is a Sarvagnaha and Sarvavid. Sarvagnaha means what? The one who generally knows everything. Sarvavit means what? Who specifically knows everything. Correct? Whatever is there, specifically whatever is there, he is the knower of everything. Sarvagna, yaha sarvagnyah sarvavit. We have seen that in Vedanta. Sarvagnyah, sarvavit. Sarvavit means the one who knows everything. Bhanuhu, the one who lights up everything. The one who knows everything only can light up everything. Isn't it? Chaitanya Swarupena Bhati Sarvam lights up everything. That's why we have that na tatra suryo bhati, na chandra tarakam, nema vidyuto bhanti kutoyam agni, tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam. We saw it in Mundaka, we saw it in Katha. When Lord shines, after the shining, everything else shines. That means Lord is self-illuminating light of consciousness in which everything shines. The capacity of the sun, the moon, the Agni, the Vidyut and the stars, the capacity of them shining is nothing but that which is the Shakti, that which is given by the Lord, the one who lights up everything. The one who knows only can light up everything. Bhati iti bhanu. Bhati means what? Shines itself. Atma or Ishvara reveals itself, and after it, everything is revealed. Sarvam veti iti sarvavit. The one who knows everything. Everything. Every detail. Okay, Sarvagnaha, all knowing, Sarvavit, knowing all the details. Because anything that is here is a product of Ishvara's knowledge. Everything, anything and everything that is here in the manifest universe is nothing but the product of Ishvara's knowledge. Therefore, Ishvara is Sarvavit, all knowing. See, we people, we know a few things. And in the areas which we know something, we can light up for other people. Isn't it? Now, for example, as a doctor, I know something. I know something about medical science. What can I do? I can light up certain things to help those people who come to me for their problems. But I'm not a Sarvavit. I don't know everything that is there, even in my own field. I hardly know anything. But Ishvara is what? The knower of all knower. Specifically, generally, the one who knows everything only can light up that knowledge in the intellect of the jivas. So it is bhati iti bhanuhu sarvam vetti iti sarvavit. He is the sarvagnaha and sarvavit. Okay, therefore it is one of the bhati iti means bhati bhanuhu. Bhati iti bhanuhu means what? The one sarvam bhasayati. Sarvam bhasayati iti bhanuhu. That because of which everything gets lighted up. That because of which everything is known. That because of which everything is understood. That because of which the entire Anatma universe reveals itself. So what is it? Sarvavit and Sarvam Bhati iti Bhanuhu. And what else does it light up? My mind and sense organs also are lighted up by the Atma, isn't it? So, being lighted up by Atma, my mind and my sense complexes are able to light up the universe outside, isn't it? Supposing my eyes want to see in the dark, they can't see. They need light to see, isn't it? Similarly, for any of my sense organs and mind to perceive the Jagat, this mind and sense organs have to be lighted up by that light of consciousness. And for everything in this Jagat to be revealed, it has to be lighted up by that light of consciousness. Therefore, he is Sarvavit, and also he is Ishvara Vishnu is in the form of Sarvavit Bhanuhu. Then we have the next Nama, 125th Nama. Vishwaksenaha. Vishwaksenaha. Vishwak means surrounded from all sides. Surrounded from all sides. Sena, Vishwasenaha means, can say armies, surrounded by armies. Vishwak means everywhere, everywhere from every side. He is surrounded, Lord Vishnu is surrounded by armies. Now, what is the meaning of this army? Is it that Lord Vishnu is always having soldiers around him and senapatis around him and fighting? No. What is the meaning of that? What the meaning of this is, either the deeper meaning of it is that, everything, the functionaries, the devatas, like Indra as the lord of rain, and then Agni as the lord of fire, all the devatas which are there as the Adhi devatas in this entire body mind sense complex. You know how many Adhi devatas are there, isn't it? If we see in Tattva Bodha itself, the 19 parts of Sukshma Sharira are talked about, where there are 19 devatas who are the Adi devatas. But if you study any of the Kavachas, Shiva Kavacha or Devi Kavacha, how many smaller parts are there? Isn't it? It's not only the sense organs and the mind, but all the parts, starting from the eyebrows to the head to the nose to the tongue, to this to that, every part of the body I'm expecting or I'm praying for Ishvara's protection in all the Kavacha stotras. That means there are so many Adhi devatas who are necessary for this body mind sense complex of every jiva to function. And all these devatas, who are the Adi devatas, managing everything in the Jagat in an appropriate manner, in every jiva, and in the form of different laws in the Jagat, which is not in the non-living or inert world. All these functionaries are nothing but Bhagwan's army. They're all Bhagwan's armies. They're not fighting there. Bhagwan's army means they're not fighting there. Okay? What is aimed at here is all my sense organs, all the sense organs of all the jivas are nothing but supported by this. They're all the armies. Adhyatmikataya, there are so many functionaries which are following Ishvara's mandate. Adi Bhautikataya, there are so many devatas, functionaries, Adi devatas, managing Ishvara's laws. Adi Daivatataya, there are so many deities, so many functionaries, devas who are managing, to sustain Lord Vishnu's creation. All these supporting devatas, Adi devatas, Adhyatmikataya with reference to a particular body mind sense complex, Adi Bhautikataya, the world we see around us, Adi Daivikataya, that which we are not aware of, have no control of, all these functionaries who are maintaining the very laws of the universe, they are surrounding, that means they are getting their sustenance from Lord Vishnu. Therefore, Lord Vishnu is called as Vishwak Sena. Vishwak Sena means the one who is surrounded by all the functionaries and who are like servants doing everything that is supposed to be done by them by the order of Ishvara. Then the 126th Nama is Janardanaha. Janardanaha. Janardanaha means there are two meanings for this. That is Durjanan Ardayati, the one who punishes adharmic people. Vinashaya cha dushkritam, Krishna said, for his purpose of taking avatara. Correct? So here, Durjanan Ardayati, the one who makes adharmic people suffer the consequences of their adharmic actions. That is one name given. Then the other name is that is Ardhyate Janaihi iti Janardana. That means approached by bhaktas. Whom do we approach when we have a problem? Whether I'm an Artha Bhakta or an Artharthi Bhakta or a Jignasu Bhakta, whom do I approach? I approach Ishvara, isn't it? Bhagwan, I'm in distress. Please help me. Please guide me what I should do. Artha Bhakta. Artharthi Bhakta. Bhagwan, I want to achieve this. I want to attain this. Let your blessing be there that my desire is attained. Artharthi Bhakta. Jignasu Bhakta. Hey Bhagwan, I want to know you. I want to know what you are. I don't want anything else from you. I want to know you. I want to know. I don't see you, but I see a Jagat which is so beautifully maintained. And I know you are there behind this. I want to know you. What is your nature? What is your Swarupam? Who are you? I want to know you. Through Guru and Shastra. Jignasu Bhakta. So ultimately what? Janaihi Ardhyate means the dharmis, bhaktas, when they want to fulfill whatever is their desire, janaihi ardhyate, approached by, ardhyate means approached by people who are the devotees, who trust in the presence of Ishvara. Those durjanas who do not trust the presence of Ishvara, and they go thinking that the ones who are asuras, the ones with asuric sampatti, it is the same Lord Janardana who makes them cry for their adharmic actions. Whereas Janardanam also means Janaihi Sadbhihi Ardhyate iti Janardanaha. So the one who is approached by everybody. Then next 127th is Vedaha, the one who is in the form of Veda. One who is in the form of Veda. That's the one. That's why it is said that Yo Brahmanam Vidadati Purvam, Yo Vai Vedanscha Prahinoti Tasmai. So this Ishvara is the one who is Veda Swarupa. And he is in the very form, in the manifestation of the Veda. Veda means entire Veda, Karma Kanda and Jnana Kanda. Veda also means the one who is responsible for our buddhi to understand and know. When we know something, when the buddhi avadharanam happens in the buddhi, when there is an understanding or cognition that is happening in our buddhi, what is it that is responsible for this cognition? It is this consciousness. Bhagavan Vishnu in the form of this consciousness is the one who makes us understand. That consciousness behind every knowledge, every cognition is Lord Vishnu. And the one who is available in the form of Vedas is also Vishnu. I think we are running out of time and I think we have to stop here. ॐ नन्दन्तु साधका सर्वे विनश्यन्तु विदूषकाः अवस्थाशाम्भवी मेस्तु प्रसन्नोऽस्तु गुरुः सदा सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखमाप्नुयात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ तत्सत्